Jasper McCargo, you train him. How's he been looking in camp?
The best he's ever looked in his life. Super sharp, you know, he's got competitive sparring and he's doing really well. Doing really well with the sparring partners we've got for him.
And he told me that this almost feels like his first pro fight. Even though he has 2 pro fights, 2 knockouts, he has a different level of confidence going into this fight. Would you assess that kind of accurately?
Well, I think all the hard work and repetition of doing things right fundamentally is helping him, because with that type of reach, the ability that he does have and the power that he possesses, you know, he shouldn't have hard fights at this stage of his career. And the other fights, you know, were kind of hard in the sense that, you know, he was doing the wrong things, you know, like fighting with his hands down, posing, standing stock still, you know, all the stuff a tall guy shouldn't do. You know, and now he's like using movement, you know, fighting off rhythm, shooting a jab like a piston, you know, controlling range, not getting too greedy, not throwing stupid punches that he hasn't, you know, perfected. He's going with his bread and butter stuff, which is what he needs to do at this stage of his career.
Okay, and finally, I know you don't follow much MMA, but I've been hearing about Daniel Cormier. He's fighting this weekend. I know you saw him at CSN. Do you have any thoughts on his fight?
Oh man, good luck to Rosendo and Daniel. You know, those are like a couple of the guys that I like because I know Rosendo, and you know, but I don't follow it enough to know you know like, is that a hard fight or whatever.
I guess the best way for me to say this is, from what I know, boxing, and you train boxing, how difficult is it to be a boxing coach for an MMA fighter?
One, it's a nightmare, because the first thing in boxing is the stance, right? Balance, and that's going to dictate everything. And with an MMA fighter, you can't compromise their stance, because they'll get that tie kick and get their leg broken. So,
or taken down or something.
Or bad. Taken down, or you know, so it's super hard. And then they typically come with bad habits from subpar boxing lessons they've gotten from their, you know, MMA coaches.
And you have an MMA fighter, Anthony Taylor?
Yeah, Anthony Taylor, he's kind of a worldwide figure. He's a Bellator fighter. He could have been a really good boxer, but he just never really bought into dedicating himself to boxing. You know, he's got good natural reflexes, got a little bit of power, takes the punch real good. He's a tough kid. But, you know, I think MMA suits him better because he's more like a street fighter. But the thing is, I hope that he's learning the jiu-jitsu, because, you know, you need that.